Good evening, everyone. I was about to go to sleep and I was just like, I want to record a video, because it's been, my life has been, it hasn't been stable in a long time, but at least, the last, you know, 2.5 months, I've had a roof over my head. And to think that I didn't have that for almost 2 months is crazy when I say it out loud. And you know, I don't want something like that to ever happen to me again. Where I'm sleeping at a gym, showering at a gym, sleeping in my car, falling asleep at a laundromat, spending my entire day at public libraries because I have nowhere else to go. You know, um, I just can't go through something like that, and that was just so inhumane. And even though my life is not where it needs to be right now, like I'm in a humane situation. Like this is a livable situation. But on August 4th, I'm going to need to check out of this hotel unless I have additional money. And I feel very trapped, as I said many times, with my credit being destroyed, with my, I haven't been able to find a job, which is so out of the norm for me. I've always worked, you know. Um, I feel like there has been people out there that want to help me or want to help more, and they're being prevented to do so. And it's starting to get really scary for me. You know, August 4th is right around the corner, and I can't be in that inhumane situation again. It's just so dangerous, for one, and two, I won't be able to handle something like that again. Um, so I am asking anyone that can give a donation to my GoFundMe or send me a donation through Venmo. That would help me greatly, you know. I have been making the traffic videos on TikTok, and then, you know, I transfer them to YouTube and Facebook and all that. And I started with the fun traffic videos and everything to kind of promote the regular traffic videos, because, um, I feel like this is like me recording myself when I'm driving is very annoying to me. I don't like it at all, to be quite honest. I got to remind myself that I'm on on camera live on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like I have to remind myself that, like, even the silly stuff, like I'll just be like singing a song to myself. I'm like, no, I don't got a singing voice. Gotta stop singing because I'm live on TikTok. And but then of course there's all the other things that I need to like keep to myself because I'm on camera. And I have to remind myself of that. And but yeah, it's I have it's unsafe. I've had a lot of people come after me, um, on the road, and my phone is on my suction holder, so I'm not, you know, messing with my phone when I'm driving unless it comes out of the suction holder, which it has come out of the suction holder before. And often I would, pull over or park somewhere to fix my phone so that I can continue recording cars, because I have, noticed, people trying to hurt me on the road or start problems with me on the road. And, my video images show that. Um, I also have a security camera in my car. Um, and I feel good about all that stuff, to keep myself safer because, I have been targeted. I have been afraid of being a victim of a hate crime. I'm definitely a victim of institutional racism. And I made that public. I had the courage to make that knowledge public. I don't have any regrets about that. And, there are dangerous racist people that are very upset about that. So I always have to be, looking over my shoulder. And that's why I have so many cameras, you know? And I, since I, upload my traffic videos to YouTube, I have, tried to, delete some of the traffic videos from TikTok, maybe a couple of times a week. And I have been doing that. But, there have been, some issues with YouTube because, YouTube will be like, the daily limit was hit. And it's like, no, it wasn't. Or, I'll upload a video, a clear video on YouTube, and it comes out completely blurry. So when something like that happens, like it happened today, then I upload it on Instagram. It's usually like the videos that I have a hard time uploading on YouTube, I put them on Instagram, as a backup. Anyways, I think that's been very effective to keep myself safe, and that's my number one priority. I really, my privacy has gone out the window. This isn't a popularity contest for me. I don't care, about the critics, the bad critics that I have. I truly don't. What I care about is keeping myself safe, making sure I'm not a victim of a hate crime, making sure I'm not in an inhumane situation again. That is my priority. I know that I'm a good person. I know there are people that care about me. And for the people that don't, I don't care about them. I just don't want them to hurt me. That's all. And since this checkout date is right around the corner, August 4th, and I still haven't gotten like donations and stuff, and I feel like that, that has been prevented. And so I'm just gonna continue what I'm doing, continue my traffic videos, recording myself when I'm driving and all that stuff, and having the security camera in my car. I have a security camera in my hotel room. I take a lot of precautions, a lot. But since, my checkout date is so close, I'm no longer going to be deleting traffic videos, until I can, at least like secure more time at this hotel, like a month more and whatever. And I won't delete stuff permanently until I have permanent housing, but I was deleting 25 videos, twice a week. I can't do that anymore because, like, now that it's getting closer to the checkout date, I'm afraid. And I want all those videos to be out there even more because what's going to happen then? I'm going to be in an inhumane situation, a very dangerous one. I don't want to go through something like that. And the camera has saved my life, and the camera doesn't lie. So if I can't secure additional time at this hotel, those videos are not going to be deleted. So thank you guys for listening to me, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night.